Here we're going to look up setting up our subs in the item catalog for element estimating. Again, very quick and simple, but we'll go through a couple of examples that apply to subs. Jumping into my catalog now, I've got two subcontractors set up here for snow contracting. One is going to be a contractor that gives us just a flat rate on a lot. So we don't really know ahead of time what that's going to be, not until they go check out the site. And another contractor that's going to price us by the hour. So by the hour is very easy to set up. Simply set up your subcontractor. You may or may not choose to put the name in here. That's up to you whether you want to see that in your estimates or not. Over here, you've got your unit cost plus your overhead markup plus your profit margin equals your price. So what I've done here is I've taken the cost that this contractor's quoted me by the hour for a driver and a plow truck. And then we've added 5% for overhead recovery because that's what my budget has as a default overhead recovery. If you've upped your markups in your element estimating or you're using a different overhead recovery system, that may change, may be different than 5%. But here, based on my budget, I've got 5% added on here. And then we're adding a small profit to get to a fixed price. I've done here set a custom price of $80 an hour. So I could have left it at default, or I could have set a custom profit margin, or you can set a fixed price. But at the end of the day here, what we're getting is a subcontractor who we're paying $68 an hour to plow. We're charging them out at $80 an hour. Those are the two key fields you have to remember there. Now, if your subcontractor doesn't quote you by the hour and quotes by the lot, then you got a little less setup to do, in fact. It's very simple. Just set up your contractor here. And again, it's optional whether you want to choose their name or not. And then under the units here, just write in flat rate, or in my case, flat rate per lot. I've left the unit cost at 0 because I don't know what that cost is. I won't know until I actually get them to go bid a lot. So when we're setting it up here, not in an estimate, I'm just going to leave it blank. Once again, though, it's got my overhead recovery here. I'm going to set my price calculator. In this case, I'm saying I want to make 20% net profit on this sub. So I've done set a custom profit margin. I've set it to 20%. Now my price is still 0 because our cost is 0. But when we add this subcontractor to an estimate, if that subcontractor is going to charge us $6,500 for the season to do a lot, it'll automatically add 5% for overhead markup and 20% profit to give me the price I need to charge our customers to cover my overhead and make our 20% net. So it'll do that automatically for you as long as you set this up correctly. And the easiest way is leave it at 0 and then make sure you've set a custom profit margin to whatever profit, net profit, you want to make on top of this sub. And then whenever your estimators use that sub, it'll automatically apply the right math to come up with the correct price for your customers. Any questions on subcontracting? Feel free to email us at support@golmn.com.